Here we go for another glorious day of sunshine. It's got a hot one again, so I'm out a little bit earlier. Fantastic day yesterday, out on the winter rows. Thanks again, Gary and Steve. Brilliant. Absolutely exhausted after that. Probably quite strange really, because I mean I can go out and walk like 8 miles or something, come back, have a cup of tea and ready to go again. But even though I was just really sat on a boat, God, I didn't even film my sign off yesterday. I was so sort of tired. Not to worry though. So what's the plans for today? Well, I thought I'd begin with a quick lap of Mules Park before I head up or head off to see the Pelican of London, hopefully. Now I'm under the impression that I'll be able to go on it and film. Not sure whether or not I have to queue up with a load of people to do it, not sure whether or not I have to pay, not sure whether or not it's like a no photography thing, I don't know. So what I'm going to do, quick lap of Mules Park and then head over there and see what that's going on. Clifton Hotel, and we'll take the high road today I think, and come back down round by the water features. Nice to not have the wind blocker on again. Third or fourth day on the road, I think. This is lovely. Whoa, it's hot again today. It is. Oh. Mustn't forget to pet the wooden doggy. Not the real doggy that's over there, because this doggy here doesn't bite. Hello boy. Woof woof. Right, head downwards now. Just stick my head up on the orchard before I head back down. Here we go, orchard. Lovely. Hot. Right, I'm going to head back down past the dog dip now. Get down into the trees for a bit of shade. There we go. Here's a dog dip. Nice bit of dip in there for your dog today. Bring your dogs. Dip is full. Oh yes. Can't say I've necessarily walked down this way before. Oh, doesn't really go anywhere. Oh, I see where we are at the back of that garden. Right, okay. Got shorts on, see, and we've got all the stinging nettles knocking around, but not too bad. I think I can get out of here. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Not exactly a shortcut, but it was what it was. This is the back of like the walled garden. Oh, I'm stuck now. Am I? Talk about an adventure. Not complaining too much though. At least it's cool. I'm in the shade. I know where we are now, yes. It's just like a longer way to take a shorter route. Right, back on the gnome route now. Let's get down by the water. That was a tiny bit annoying insofar as I was so busy concentrating on not stepping in any stinging nettles, I managed to let a stinging nettle get my arm just above my wrist, my left one, where I'm holding the phone. So although I'm not really hurt, I've now got a really itchy arm, which means I'm going to want to keep scratching it and taking it off from the phone. Not brilliant, but that's what's happened. Plenty of algae and pond stuff in the waters today. And where it's not exactly green, it looks a little bit on the stagnant side, which is a shame, but I'm not some expert on the water up here, so won't comment too much on it. Yeah, pretty good. Like you walk on that, doesn't it? Like it's a proper covering. Someone's put a green covering on the ponds. Absolutely solid, or solid looking anyway. And that's pretty much the end of the lower water part. So I'm going to head out the shade now, back into the sun, make my way over to see if I can see what this deal is with this ship, whether or not we're going to be able to get on it. If it's going to be open this early even, might be something they only do in the afternoons and I have to make a special trip down. Don't mind paying, of course, not an issue at all. Quite happy to pay to go on it, provided I can film. And we're back out onto the heat again. There you are, that's the official name of Skew Bridge, the East Cliff Overbridge. But for us, the locals, it will always be and will always remain Skew Bridge. Oh yes. Kind of funny in a way to think I was in one of the little boats that went out there yesterday. So you don't really ever think about what it's like from the sea, or that expanse of water out there, because I've got no way of accessing it. But it's an amazing new dimension to things when you see it. I mean, like how the nest looks completely different. Fascinating. Really enjoyed that, I did. Well, I really wasn't planning to do the seawall today, and I'm certainly not going to do the whole of it, but I'm just going to have a little tool down to Sprey Point and back. Just film trains if I see them. Nice and simple, nice and quick. Lovely jubbly. That's Zord there. He's the Riviera Trains. I'll put his link in. He's just started up as of September, and he's doing little clips all along here. So it might be of interest to you, so I'll add him into my description. Yes, happy train. Well, they're coming thick and fast today. This is one after another. There's no sort of like half an hour where I haven't been filming. Happy train! Well, that was a nice little treat, wasn't it? I hardly moved more than a couple of steps from each one. It's one after another. Brilliant. Well worth me taking the little walk out to Sprey Point. But now we're going to head back. I'm sweating like a stuck pig at the moment. Absolutely boiling today. Much hotter than yesterday, even though according to the temperature charts it's not, but it is. Less cloud obviously. Whew. Whee! And he's brought his friend for a crossover. Well, that was a nice way to finish off the old seawall this morning. So I'm going to head over and see about this ship now, what the access requirements are, and we'll pick it up again when I get there. I'll grab a few shots as I go over. There's the flags on the balcony. As we know now, it's to do with sporting events. Looks almost like to do with my phone. Dicey O'Reilly's. Just noticed there's quite a lot of rainbow flags on all the businesses. I mean, it must be Timber Pride week coming up. Now I know it was supposed to be last year they were supposed to do it, and they didn't because it was on the same date as the Queen's funeral. So it was cancelled, but that's coming up. Good old Smiths, been here all my life. Poundland's open today. What we got? Got bleach, batteries, chocolates, sweets, Halloween, crockery, excuse fingers in the lens.
Oh right, okay, oh, thank you.
Clothes, more bathroom, makeup, stationery, health and beauty, deodorants, over there. Let's come back round the other side and come out the front. Children's wear. That's the sweet we came up there. And down here we've got snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Biscuits. Dinners. Teas. More snacks, etc. Hot noodles. Masks, all sorts. And that's where you pay. Lovely. There we go. That's Poundland open today. Have a proper look at some point when I'm not filming. Right, let's try and find our way to this boat. Ship. Can't reach up to get them really close like I normally do because they're a bit far away from me. Still, I suppose it's good to keep them up there. Keeps them out of the hands of people that want to destroy them. That's Maudsley's newsagents and the jolly good fish and chip shop here in Bank Street. Curtain scents, get your curtains done in there. There's Jackman's Toy Box, Fancy Goods. And the Hung Lee, which is the other Chinese in timber. The other one is out Bitton Parkway, which is a Golden Crown. Going to cut down Sun Lane now, which is lacking in sun and positive for shade, which is extra nice. And hopefully when we come around the corner at the end of here, we'll be just off the fish quay, which is where I believe the ship is docked, or at least it was yesterday when they were rolling the sails as we came back in past it. And then I walked home and fell asleep. God, I was exhausted. Yes, there it is. Just see the sails, and there's people there on the door, so obviously I can see about going in to see it. Lovely. And I'm really pleased I've made the effort with this phone case, because the phone hasn't overheated today. Not even a warning of warmth. So that's brilliant. Excellent. Let's go and see if we can see this ship. This is the first time I've ever walked down this part. It's always usually closed off, of course, because this is the precious docks where you can't film anything, because otherwise if you film them loading a ship, they all turned into pumpkins or something. I don't know. Oh, there's where we see where it got the name of the Pelican from. Lovely. Lovely. Staying in wide angle to get as much of it in as I can. Beautiful. And I've been told I'm welcome to go on board, that it's all free, which is lovely. And although I didn't specifically say okay to film, I would assume it's going to be. But of course there is a donation bucket, and a donation will be left as I leave the ship. Permission to go aboard. Permission granted. Oh yes. Lovely, I'm on board. Stay in wide angle. Get the most I can of it. Beautiful.
Construction science, so she was working to see launch rotors, so surgery, a bit of sail
gentleman whose name I think they were smuggling drugs, and then the ship was arrested and sued. And then she was laid up somewhere for a long time, and then a gentleman bought her and then converted her into a three-masted
proper pirate ship. Yo ho ho.
Yeah, this is metal.
And I mean that looks like
That's the only wooden.
Should we climb up?
Bar.
Wonder how long it would take to stop me. More to the point, how long would it take for me to fall off?
And you guys can, do you live in Templeton, or you can be able to make the most of the experiences you've had with lots of events going on?
Just peeping into the control. A bit more advanced than what we were looking at yesterday, but same principle no doubt. Although I don't think they've got one of those little automated things that pushes a rudder. Obviously I don't know what half this stuff is, But I do know that those of you that are into your boats will know pretty much everything that I'm looking at and filming. Lovely. And here we go, at the front we've got the old-fashioned compass. All the modern stuff inside, but the traditional, tried and tested, traditional compass at the front. Lovely. Of course, we're rude not to just take a cheeky moment to actually show you what these docks actually look like. The forbidden docks, where it's impossible to film and the world will end if you point a camera at them. So they have to send 5 or 6 guys in orange to come and stand in front of you, and nightmare. Right, well there we go. Wasn't that lovely? That went to plan. Now I don't think they're gonna achieve much if I have to use those on it. It's a little large for that, I think. But never mind.
When you're around the deck, I'll take you down.
Sort out my donation. There we go, make my donation. Lovely, worth every penny.
Hey up, Ben. Permission to come aboard? Please.
And wasn't that fantastic? Let's get a shot of the sign. Here we go, pause if you want to read this. There's all your stats and figures. Lovely. Well worth the visit. Well, I'm not quite sure what I found more exciting. Going around the Pelican or being allowed to walk and look around the docks. Little things please little minds, don't they? I don't know. What am I like? Right, I'm going to head up to Lidl's now. And the reason that the ship was in port, it's all to do with the Sea Shanty Festival that's going on at the moment. But most of that takes place in the evening or the afternoon. And as we know, I don't normally get out in the afternoon that often, let alone in the evening. So I won't be actually filming much of that, but I'm sure if you type in Sea Shanty Festival, by the time this video comes out, there'll be plenty of people that were down there in the thick of it, filming it and putting it on YouTube. All good. Here's a game we can only play in Teignmouth. It's called Can You Guess Whereabouts We Are, just from the road. That's right, Pothole Street, around the back of Pello Arcade, as we head up towards Lidl's. Back of the old Baptist church, that's a new part obviously there, and that's the old traditional part there. As I'm sure you've been aware, the theme of today's video has very much, although out of my control, been about the heat, about how hot it is. But let's go the other way and talk about freezers. This was the freezer shop years ago. Go in there, buy a bag of peas for 6p, and they'd scoop them out and put them into a little thing. You take them home to your freezer. Here's a picture of it anyway, 1975. There we go, I remember that. Remember that well. The freezer shop. Quite a novel place at the time. It never laughed. They said, who's going to buy a freezer? What a ridiculous idea for a shop. Here's a picture of it zoomed in. And you'll be pleased to know that after seeing the ship and after seeing the freezer shop, we can look over there and say, still standing. And here we go, Lidl's. Not going mad today, and I mean that. I'm just getting some bread, nice and simple, lovely. There we go, just bread, and we got a train just arriving at the station. Right, that'll do for today. I wasn't going to stay out very long. I wasn't going to go very far. Of course, I've done loads of stuff, but if it's happening and I can film it, I'll film it. So, before my bread turns into toast, I'm going to head home, have a nice cool shower. Laters. Bye.